A troubling trend has emerged where more and more Indian migrants, truck drivers in Canada are being arrested by US authorities for smuggling drugs across the border. This is causing serious concern, specifically since many of these drivers are licensed to work in Canada and the drugs are often dangerous ones like cocaine. One of the latest cases involves Amarjeet Singh Matharu, an Indian migrant who had settled in Greater Toronto area. He was arrested by Arizona State troopers while driving his truck on Interstate 40 near Arizona. The authorities discovered 550 pounds of cocaine hidden in his load of produce, which was headed to Canada. Now, this cocaine had reportedly been picked up in California from places like Los Angeles and Salinas. But Matharu isn't the only case here, and that's what concerning is. Several other Indian Canadian truck drivers have been caught smuggling drugs into the United States over past few months. The names and the places are right given at your screens. Well, the issue of drug smuggling and human trafficking is growing due to a rise in numbers of Indian migrants arriving in Canada, and that too illegally. Well, a major reason for this is Canadian government's decision to welcome millions of illegal immigrants because of lenient policies, many of whom are from economically disadvantaged background in India. This has led to dramatic increase in illegal activities, including drug smuggling. Some believe that this rise in criminal activities such as drug trafficking is connected to larger problem. Former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's decision to open Canada's door to millions of migrants has also brought in people with criminal backgrounds. These criminals are often involved in smuggling drugs, weapons, and even human trafficking. Now, in addition to drugs, there also has been rise in human trafficking and organized crime involving Indian nationals. In fact, last year, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police launched a major investigation into a network of criminals from India who were involved in a series of violent incidents across Canada. One notable incident involves gunmen firing 14 shots into a home near Victoria and setting it on fire. Diplomatic officials from India were even implicated in this conspiracy and were expelled from Canada. But let me tell you, this isn't just a Canada's problem. The US is also facing similar challenges. Illegal migration has surged in recent years, and more illegal immigrants are trying to cross in the United States after entering Canada illegally, which has led to alarming rise in the number of illegal immigration in both the countries. In fact, a large number of illegal migrants are currently living in the United States without any proper documentation. And here we are not just talking about Indians, it is worldwide. One of the most heartbreaking stories involves the tragic death of Indian families who were trying to enter Canada illegally from Minnesota. In 2022, the family, along with others, were abandoned in the middle of a blizzard at the United States-Canada border by human smugglers. Sadly, the family member died in the freezing cold because they were not prepared for the harsh condition. In November, two individuals, including an Indian national and an American, were convicted for this particular incident. But you know what the sad part is? When we see it from an Indian perspective, then for many Indians living in Canada, the situation is deeply concerning. Many of the migrants coming to Canada from India are in search of better opportunity. Most of them excel. However, the increasing number of illegal activities, including drug smuggling and human trafficking, has raised serious questions about how Canada manages its immigration policy and how it deals with criminals hiding behind the face of being hard-working immigrant. For Indian families, this issue hits close to the home. Many are now questioning the future of their community in Canada. The rise in criminal activities could impact the safety of families and the reputation of Indian immigrants who are often seen as hardworking and law-abiding citizens. The US has reported a tenfold increase in the number of Indian nationals trying to enter the country from Canada illegally. These individuals often seek better job opportunity, but their unlawful entry in the United States brings serious security concern. The problem is growing so fast that authorities on both sides of the border are struggling to keep up now. Now let me tell you what can be done. Both Canada and the US need to address the underlying issues of immigration, that too illegally, human trafficking and drug smuggling. Authorities need to strengthen their border security and crack down on organized crime rings that exploit vulnerable migrants. At the very same time, it's essential to ensure that legitimate immigrants who come seeking for a better life are not unfairly stigmatized because of these actions of criminals hiding amongst them. Now, for India, this situation highlights the importance of carefully managing immigration and addressing the root cause of why so many people are willing to risk their life in search of a better future. By improving opportunity at home and ensuring safer migration processes, India can actually prevent its citizens from falling into dangerous illegal activities abroad.